Alright, what's up guys? I know you probably saw this video or a video like this before already, the unboxing of the Apple TV. This is the 4th generation. I went with the 32 gigabyte because I'm not going to be, storing it or storing any games on it or whatever. So I just needed the, the entry level one, which is the 32 gig, which is probably pretty, a pretty good bit of storage considering that I'm not going to be, using it for gaming or anything like that. So let's get into it. Alright, so I have a razor here. Just go ahead and open this up. And of course, Apple has, nice packaging on pretty much all their products. So let's see what's inside. Alright, so as soon as you open the box, the first thing you see is the Apple TV and the new remote. So normally what I do is when I use the Apple TV, I don't even use the remote that come with it because, if you have, of course the Apple TV is hooked to Wi-Fi, and if you're using like an iPad or an iPhone or iPod Touch, you can control the Apple TV, you can control the Apple TV, using your phone or your iPad, and you don't have much need for the remote. But with this remote, this new remote, it has Siri on it, so you will be able to find TV shows and movies and things like that a lot faster and a lot easier. And so we're going to see how this works a little later on, but I guess for this version, the 4th generation Apple TV, I guess I would be using the remote depending on how I'm going to interact with my TV. So alright, as you can see already, the Apple TV is a little bit thicker than the previous generation. This is actually the 3rd generation. This is the 3rd generation Apple TV, and this is the new 4th generation Apple TV. So, all right. So let's see what else is in the box. All right. Looks like we have some manual. We have the manual, which we won't need. Power cable. So I mean, not much here, oh, they gave us a new lightning USB lightning cable. I guess that is to charge the remote. Since the remote, I'm glad this is a rechargeable remote too, because who wants to look for batteries and everything like that. But we do have a USB lightning cable in the box along with the manuals and everything, but I'm gonna leave that one in there because I have plenty of lightning cable and adapters and stuff like that. So okay, so all I need is the Apple TV and the power cord, and of course I have a HDMI already hooked to the TV because I'm going to be putting this one upstairs in the bedroom, and then this one will be downstairs in the living room where we all watch TV. So let's hook this up and I'll go through the setup with you guys. So to make this easier, what I'm going to do is, since I already have an Apple TV downstairs in the living room area, I'm going to be replacing this one with the new 4th generation Apple TV, and I'm going to put this one upstairs in the bedroom. Instead of getting new HDMI and hooking up the new power cord, what I'm going to do is just remove this one from the power cord because it looks like it's the same, everything's the same, and I'm just going to plug in the 4th generation power cord there, and I'm going to put in the HDMI cable, and that should do it for getting power to the new Apple TV. Alright, so I got it all hooked up, and we're going to be using the Apple TV on a 60-inch LG. So let's see what we got here. It says hold menu and plus to connect the remote. Alright, so I'm going to hold down the menu button on the remote and the volume up button. Alright, I held down the menu and the plus and the volume up button, and then now it's letting me select the language. This part of the remote is like a trackpad, so I can scroll up and down using my fingers just by scrolling up and down on this. And of course I'm speaking English, so we're going to select English. So this part here in the middle here is actually a button. So United States, I would push down on that. Set up with device. Okay, use your iOS device to automatically add your Apple ID and Wi-Fi settings to this Apple TV. Okay, so let's set up with the device. Let's see how that works for us. Let's unlock my iPhone, all right? Enable Bluetooth, hold the device close to the Apple TV. All right, I'm gonna click continue. Okay, so on my phone it's asking me to set up Apple TV, enter the Apple ID password to sign into iCloud and the iTunes Store on Apple TV. So I'm gonna enter my credentials on here and you guys can enter your information. All right, so while I wait for this to set up, you guys can enjoy the 4K video screensaver that they say was shot with an iPhone 6s. So basically what this is doing is, instead of me having to go through the whole setup process manually, it's going to use the information from my phone, like the Wi-Fi, connecting the Apple TV to the Wi-Fi, and also it's going to, hook up my Apple ID and password to the Apple TV without having to do it manually. That way I can just go right ahead and start using it without having to set up the whole process manually. Alright, I'm going to disable for now. Time zone. We are. Alright, we want to use Siri. Alright, see the world. With the Aerial Screensaver, you can enjoy HD video and beautiful locations from all over the world. Additional videos can be downloaded automatically. Alright, we're going to do that. Alright, and we don't want to send diagnostics. I don't agree with that. Of course, we'll agree to the terms and conditions. And there we go. Alright, so this is the main screen, it looks like. Okay, so we have movies on iTunes here. So it has a whole new interface than the previous generation. Of course it does. Alright. Previous generation Apple TV had the apps preloaded. So now what you have to do is you actually go to the App Store and download all the apps that you want on here. So all I did was go to the apps that I want. You click on it, and there's a get button. You click get, and then it automatically downloads it. You may have to put in your password for your Apple ID in order to download it, but you can set it to where the free apps would actually would not require a password, or however you want to have your settings done. But I got a couple apps downloaded on here already. But I really like the the background here, the screensaver. That's really cool. But yeah, so that was the actual setup of the Apple TV. It's really simple. Like I said, I use my settings from my phone as I demonstrated to you to set up everything, and it was pretty much a simple process from there. I didn't have to enter anything manually as far as my Apple ID and password, or I didn't even have to set up the Wi-Fi. So the Wi-Fi and all that stuff was automatically set up by using some kind of sync method from my iPhone to the Apple TV. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. This was the unboxing of the brand new Apple TV 4th generation. So see you next time.